Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out another video here on G4G, Games for Gamers. Today we are back in Marvel Avengers Alliance, and we're going to look at a specific new item that I got, and we're going to discuss some possible combinations and how good and neat this particular item is. So I got it off of a daily spinner, and it's called the Branch. Crooked Branch. As you can see, it's a quick action, it's subtle, and it causes reverberation. Basically, reverberation heals allies that use magic abilities, and it damages enemies that use tech abilities. And it has a ton of uses, including even having some synergy with Doctor Doom. So now, I actually haven't seen it damage anybody that uses a tech ability yet, but the healing definitely goes off. Now, for magic abilities, we have a lot of synergy with items that the agent can use that are coming off of the current spec ops. You have all the staves that are coming off of the Nico spec ops. So right now I have the Staff of Fire, but it will also work with things like the Staff of Ice, the Staff of Darkness. Loki's Scepter probably not, as it's just listed as melee. Shadow is just listed as melee. Eclipse is energy. And there is going to be a hidden little bonus item coming up soon. Now the Horn of Wisdom is magic, so this would count too. And that this could also be a quick effect if you're running it with the Watcher's Blade, so that's pretty neat. Here is the hidden little gem in this. Spirit Edge. Melee slashing magic. So, if you use the Crooked Branch, and then you use the Spirit Edge, you're getting a double heal in that particular round. And you're also draining stamina. So we're actually, let's go ahead and equip this over here, so you can see a little bit of what I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and equip that, and let's see if we've got any other magic items that we can talk about. Oh, I'm sorry, this is my better one. So now, none of these are going to be magic, they're melee. That's energy. Tyrant Blade should just be, yeah, that's melee vibranium. Netherium Trident, this is magic also. The Magic Eye, even though it considers it a buff, it's probably magic on that one. Melee magic on the Brute. Magic on the Chalice of Souls. Trident and the Infernal Trident are magic. Binding Contract, magic. So I think we're just about out of some really solid magic items over here. Melee slashing, sonic fish shouldn't be, none of those should be. Ranged gun tech. Slashing melee. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with some of the magic items I have. And of course it'll work with things like Mystic and the Sinister Scepter. Now let's discuss some of the characters that it has synergy with. It's mostly blasters, a few infiltrators, there is a tactician, and there's a surprising bruiser in there. And there's a scrapper. Now, Doctor Strange would be one, obviously. This would be, everything he does is magic, so these would all get a boost. And you can make him a tactician, so there's a blaster and a tactician here. Nothing he does is magic, it's all melees. Nothing she does is going to be considered magic, it's all psi. Nothing she does is magic, it's all energy. Summon Thunder is electrical energy. Of course, Scarlet Witch, but believe it or not, Hex Spheres isn't, but Arcane Blast is. Chaos Shield probably is. Haven't tested it with it. Magik has a lot of tremendous synergy with Crooked Branch, because that's magic, that's magic, that's magic, and that's magic. This is the one bruiser who has abilities coming off of Magik, and that's just Dragon Fang. The rest of these, Sacrificial Blessing might be, but Flight isn't, and her first ability isn't. Not all of Psylocke's is Psy, he's energy. Captain Britain, despite his Otherworld stuff, none of his stuff is really magic either. Satana is another fantastic one for magic. Everything she does is magic. So you have Unarmed Fire, magic, Ranged Fire, magic, Magic Summon, Ranged Magic over here. He is all Sonics, no magic there. Spiral has some magic. Also, her Flashbolt is magic, and anything she does in this slot is magic, and so is Time Spiral. Loki is magic also, with Fog of Chaos, Trickster Seal, and Hall of Mirrors. Everything Dr. Voodoo does. Magic, magic. This one's magic, and that one's magic. In terms of... Oh, yeah, here, Dr. Doom, the synergy. This one you would think is a 50-50 split. His first set of abilities are tech, but his second set of abilities are magic. I've never actually seen him get hurt by using any of his tech stuff, but he definitely does get healed from the magic. This is all going to be Sin. He might have... It's all psychic, fire, melee, yeah. No spells over here. Zeus does not have spells. Gift of Battle is just a buff. I checked out Black Knight. I thought maybe some of his stuff might get called magic, but it's not. None of Thane's stuff is magic. It's all just buffs. It's energy. Actually, we do have another blaster here in Daimen. Magic summons, magic heals, melee slashing. So he's got a few. And of course, Nico, everything she does is magic. Moonstone does not. Moonstone is all just considered energy related items. And nothing off of Domino gets considered magic. And here's the upcoming Agent Venom. So you can see you can build a pretty nice party around the Crooked Branch. So right now I'm working on this one just because it was the daily, and I'll show you what Crooked Branch is capable of doing. Alright, so let's start off with this one. And I'm just going to turn this off because the sounds are going to be loud. So, we've got the agent all set up. He's got a magic item. He's got Crooked Branch. And let's go with some magic-related characters over here. Let's go with Satana. And we'll go ahead and go with Magik, even though she's capped at the moment. So we're going to get a warning that Magik needs to train. This is a really, really handy item, and I think if you build a team around it in PvP, especially if they have the ISO, like Sympathy here, you can see Magik is running the Sympathy ISO, so she's going to get double heals out of her abilities. Now, Satana's going to go. Crooked Branch isn't out yet, so she's not going to get any heals. And the two betas are going to go. And unfortunately, Magik is going to go before the buff goes out. So you'll be able to see her get sympathy. Okay, so now we've got Crooked Branch going out. And watch what will happen here. Crooked Branch will go out. We've got Reverberation now. It actually counts as magic to use it, so you get a heal just by using Crooked Branch. It was about 350. Now watch what happens with Spirit Edge. Reverberation. Here come the drains. And there's more health, and he's back up to full health. Now Satana's going to go. And she's going to get Reverberation. Now, you can go for another double heal if you go with Raise Health, which we're going to do because for the purpose of this video, we want to kind of extend the examples. We don't want to wipe everybody out. So, here comes my health from the Daimen. And unfortunately, Reverberation is gone already. But here's sympathy. And reverberation. And she gains them both again. So it's pretty good. Magik is going to be kind of beastly against infiltrators with that ISO and Crooked Branch. And we'll put it out again. And see, reverberation counts on using Crooked Branch. And we're going to get it again on Spirit Edge. So now my party has taken some hits, and they're all max health, and that's simply because of this particular setup. And also her Daimen. So there's reverberation again. Sympathy, reverberation. So it's a pretty solid item. So let's go ahead and try to use it with Dr. Doom. And let's just get a deploy out over here. Mirror field generator. So that'll be a little bit of a bad one for Dr. Doom, but this will be a good one. I love the fact that everybody hates him so much. I would even think that, Magneto could possibly be okay with him. I have him running the Savant ISO to give him a shield, and that's strictly for PvP. And the reason why I have that is in case he starts getting attacked before my agent can put out the protection, at least he has some protection. I'm not actually running anything with the Crooked Branch in PvP yet, mostly because I prefer to just run protection off of the agent and let Dr. Doom whittle everything down, basically with a bodyguard. Okay, so we're going to put out Crooked Branch. And I'm going to get a heal from using it. And I'll use Spirit Edge. And there's another reverberation and energy drain. So he's now up to full health. And now we get to see Dr. Doom synergy with it. So first we'll use a tech. And watch what will happen. You'll notice he's at full hit points. So let's use a tech. And we'll go ahead and use it on a blaster. So we get extra abilities. Okay, so now he just used tech. He did not take reverberation damage. Now we're going to steal an essence, which is magic. He got reverberation. And here comes the rejuvenate from it. So nothing went off from the tech, but we got it off of the magic. So I'm not really too sure what's going on there. So now, unfortunately, Spirit Edge has a cooldown. So we'll have to go with other things on this. Ring of Fire is, the Staff of Fire is pretty handy to use with this Crooked Branch. So again, we will go ahead and use a magic ability. We'll use it on the blaster for an extra attack. And unfortunately, Reverberation's already expired. But that would have gotten it. So there you go. It even has synergy with Doctor Doom. And you can build a pretty decent team off of that item. I mean, if they're all magic users, you can stack them with the Sympathy ISO. You can run Crooked Branch, which is a quick action. And then even your agent can run magic items. And you can see there is just an absolute ton of things available. Let's try to do one with the Magic Eye and see if we get a bonus off of that. So I don't want to run Dr. Doom on this one because of the infiltrators. So we'll go ahead and go back. Let's use Dr. Voodoo. Actually, he's capped. We'll use Dr. Voodoo. And we'll go ahead and grab Magik. We'll go ahead and switch him over to one of the flashing eyes. See if we gain a buff off of that. Actually, did I just see one? Okay. So here's a flashing eye. Dr. Voodoo's capped, so let's take a look at what this group can do with it. Now remember, Magik has the Sympathy ISO. It's not going to be out this turn, but I'm going to phase him. I love Dr. Voodoo. I think he's fantastic. And this actually was a PvP team that I was using before Dr. Doom was so OP. It's called the Voodoo that Magik do. So we'll go ahead and put out Crooked Branch. There's Reverberation. We'll use the Flashing Eye on Magik. And no, unfortunately the Flashing Eye does not count as magic. Stepping Disc will get double heal, Sympathy, Reverberation. And this even works off of magic abilities that proc from Stalker into Surveillance, which hopefully we'll be able to get to see pretty soon. We'll do the Crows. Magik, Reverberation. Heal from the Flashing Eye. So hopefully, let's see somebody counterattack over here. Watch the Reverberation go off on it. We'll hit the one that's due up. Fiery Retribution might kill him. That's a shame. Sympathy. He's still phased, so he avoided it. Let's put out this heal. Alright, so here's Crooked Branch. And Magik could probably kill him with a double attack over here, so I'm just going to put this out. so that he gets, see, there's sympathy, there's reverberation, he'll attack, and let's watch what happens on the counters. Of course, you might kill him anyway. Yep. Well, if the counters had actually gone off, you would have seen that Terran and her first level ability would have procced and gotten the heal. So there is the Crooked Branch. It is available from one of the Spec Ops spinners. I believe I got it from one of the third missions. And it's pretty nice. I mean, your options are a little limited in the sense that you're really not going to get a bruiser that's going to work with Magik, but you can get a ton of blasters, you can get a few tacticians, you've got a couple of infiltrators, and you even have a scrapper. So there's Crooked Branch. I hope you all enjoyed this video and think of some interesting Magik teams and some Magik items that the agent can run. I believe all these mystic happy people might really enjoy Crooked Branch. It is a quick action, so it's not really going to burn anything. And you know, it's a decent little heal. It's not a tremendous amount, but if you think about running it with Dr. Voodoo who can heal, or Doctor Strange who can heal, hey, that's just double the healing right there. So hope you enjoyed this video on Crooked Branch here on G4G Games for Gamers, and take care everybody. Have a happy new year.